In a far-off land, in a forgotten corner of the kingdom, there was a dragon named Zoltar who guarded a great treasure. The dragon's hoard was said to be made of the most precious and valuable jewels, gold and silver, and other treasures. It was said that whoever could claim the dragon's hoard would be the richest person in the kingdom. Many brave knights and warriors tried to defeat the dragon and claim the treasure, but none succeeded. Zoltar was a fierce and powerful creature, and his fire breath could melt even the strongest armor. The villagers who lived near the dragon's lair trembled in fear every time they heard his mighty roar. But one day, a young orphan girl named Lila decided she would try to claim the dragon's hoard. She had heard the stories of the treasure and knew that it could be used to help the poor and needy in her village. Lila was small and not very strong, but she was clever and resourceful. She knew that she couldn't defeat the dragon in a fair fight, so she decided to outsmart him. She set out to the dragon's lair, armed only with a small bag of tricks and her wits. When she reached the dragon's cave, she found that Zoltar was out hunting. She snuck into the cave and found the dragon's hoard. But just as she was about to take some of the treasure, she heard the dragon's roar. She knew she had to act fast. She quickly set up a trap, using her bag of tricks and a little bit of magic. When Zoltar returned, he fell into the trap and was trapped. Lila approached the dragon and explained her plan to use the treasure to help the poor and needy in her village. To her surprise, Zoltar listened and understood. He had been alone in his cave for so long, and had never thought of using his treasure for good. He agreed to give Lila a portion of the treasure on the condition that she would come back and visit him from time to time. Lila returned to her village with a portion of the treasure and used it to help the poor and needy. She also visited Zoltar from time to time and they became friends. The villagers no longer trembled in fear of the dragon, and they began to tell stories of the brave girl who had tamed the dragon and brought prosperity to their village. The dragon's hoard became a legend, and Lila's name was known throughout the kingdom as the one who had claimed it not through brute force but through kindness and compassion. As the years passed, Lila continued to visit Zoltar and they became the best of friends. They would often go on adventures together, exploring the surrounding lands and discovering new treasures. Lila would also continue to use the treasure from the dragon's hoard to help her village and the people in need. With Lila's help, the village prospered and became one of the wealthiest and most peaceful villages in the kingdom. The villagers were grateful to Lila and they built a statue in her honor, depicting her taming the dragon and bringing prosperity to their village. Word of Lila's deeds spread throughout the kingdom and she became known as the Dragon Tamer. Many people came to visit her village just to see the statue and hear the story of how she had claimed the dragon's hoard. But Lila was not interested in fame and fortune. She was content with her simple life in the village and her friendship with Zoltar. She continued to use the treasure from the dragon's hoard to help others and lived a happy and fulfilling life. As for Zoltar, he was happy to have a friend and a purpose in life. He continued to guard the dragon's hoard, but now it was not just for his own gain, but for the benefit of others. He and Lila's friendship and their shared desire to help others transformed the dragon's hoard into a symbol of generosity and kindness. And so the dragon's hoard became a legend not just for the treasure it held, but for the friendship and compassion that it had inspired. And Lila and Zoltar's names were remembered for generations as the ones who had turned a hoard of treasure into a legacy of kindness and generosity. If you liked this video, please give it a like and share. Subscribe the channel for more amazing stories.